What's going on, folks? Um, this is my first live stream, probably in about 4 or 5 months. Wow, I have not streamed in a very long time, so I decided to get the Moto up. The Moto G7 has the ability to stream live from the phone itself, directly from the camera. So I decided to go ahead and do it. I think it's going to be impressive. I haven't done a live stream in probably 5 months or so. I don't know how long it's been. Late night stream. I just was messing around with the phone, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go live. Let me go ahead and see. It's late night. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect a lot of people to be on, but let me test the audio. How's the audio sound, folks?
Test the audio. How's the audio
Oh
sound?
yeah, it sounds good. I can see it. Yeah, I can hear it too. I just pulled it up on the other. So man, yeah, it has been Brazil. What's going on, man? It's a lot of people from all over the place. It has been a minute since I have been live. What's going on, Jamie? I see. I just really hadn't had the urge. I was sick for a little while. We were doing live streams. Me and Eric from Easy Computer Solutions and technically T. We were doing live streams. We kind of had a regular flow going, but I got sick at CES and I just wasn't feeling it, man. I just couldn't. I couldn't pull myself to get back in front of the camera until I was really ready for it. So um, here we are, man. Several months later, and I'm finally getting a chance to get in front of the camera. I'm trying to pulling this chat up over here so I can take a look and see what you guys are still talking about. But yeah, man, it's I wanted to test out the Motorola G7's front camera for a live stream. It's over Wi-Fi. I got it plugged in, to a power bank so it doesn't die on me in the middle of a stream. But um, the Motorola G7 has some pretty nice features, man. I really like it. I'm using both. I'm using actually like three phones, man. Four. I'm using my Sony, the new Sony that's out. You know what I'm saying? It's out. It's the new aspect ratio, and then I'm using my Moto G7 obviously for my project, my Google Fi, and then obviously I got my OnePlus 6T and other phones that I use too for my other line. Uh, but the Moto G7 is it's definitely an interesting phone. I really like the cameras, man. I took a bunch of photos. I was out hanging. I actually took my car out of the garage. I don't normally. That's not a car that I want to pull out during the week. But my wide body Challenger, I took it out for some late night stuff we were doing. We just kind of hung out for a minute. And during the day, I've been using the Moto G7 for a lot of photos and stuff like that. I haven't put together a video on the cameras for this phone yet, but it's an extremely impressive device. I really like what Motorola has done here, and I think that this device, when you see phones, now no knock on other phones, but hello from Mars. No knock on other phones, but now I paid $249 for mine, so I'm really excited about that price. But no knock on other phones that cost more. I just feel like this phones like this will always make you question why you're spending money on something else. So let me put the stream out real quick. Let me see if I can get to the background of my live stream and see if I could put it out there. But yeah, phones like this will make you question whether or not it's worth even spending a lot of money on a phone. And this obviously, you really don't have to spend a lot of money on a phone. And it's phones like this are so impressive. It does make me question what I'm doing sometimes, man. It'll make you question whether or not, God, man, I should not be doing this. I shouldn't spend this much money on a phone. And I go through this every year. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just one of those things that a phone like this has so many features, and you often wonder like why am I do, you know what I'm saying, because I buy so many phones, and I often wonder, could I really make it with a phone for for this long? Could I really make it with a phone for like this? And the answer is yes. You know what I'm saying? I find a lot of good deals. I think the G7 is one of the most solid phones for $300. And I got a 6T obviously. And the 6T is one of my favorite phones. But one thing about the G7, I'm going to give you a little spoiler on this video. The Snapdragon, okay, now this has the Snapdragon 630. This is the new Sony, right? This has the Snapdragon 630. The Snapdragon 632 in the Moto G7 runs like a champ. With these two side by side, I've quickly learned that the Moto G7 appears to be a lot more fluid. Now, Sony phones are stock also, but something about this Snapdragon 632 actually flows along so nice. It is so clean, man. It's unreal. I'm gonna read some of you guys' comments in a second, man. I just really enjoy the Moto G7, man. It's so impressive, man. Like the front camera on here looks pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? It depends on your internet connection, how well it might come across and crispy or whatever, and what screen you're watching it on. But when you're looking through the viewfinder, it looks pretty decent. When I'm looking at it through another viewfinder, it's decent. It's nothing. This is a live stream though, so this is relying on YouTube or Google's network to push forward the best content possible. So it's only in 720p, and it's going to come across the best at I have high-speed internet, you know what I'm saying? I got 1 gigabit internet, but it still relies on Google's server to convert it and make it good. So for the quality. So audio is going, oh man, Night Tech, what's going on, man? I saw you guys in Night Tech. I ain't talked to my boy Night Tech in a minute. But the Moto G7 is definitely impressive. I mean, and I picked it up on Project Fi now, or Google Fi. So here's the thing about Google Fi. Some people have asked, do I have to start service with Google Fi? If you're new to Google Fi, like I've had Google Fi for over 3 years now. We used to be Project Fi. So if you're new to Google Fi, yes, you're going to have to start service for at least 1 month. In order to keep the discount to get the discount on the phone, you got to activate service. It doesn't say you have to keep it. I retract that. It doesn't say you have to keep it for the full month. You have to activate it within 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on, Art Dog. I see. That's something to be aware of. So people have been asking, do I have to have Project Fi? If you already have Project Fi, you can buy as many phones as you want, like I do, through Project Fi. I knew this phone was going to hit Project Fi. I didn't know it was going to be discounted, but hey, I think I got the best deal on the internet for for the Moto G7. I'm not deterred by like the cutout at the top. It is a little bigger than norm, but I'm not deterred by that because how many other phones do I have like that? You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? So people complain about it's got a big chin, all these things. I don't even pay any attention to that. If that's how they feel, perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. My personal opinion is I'm always I have way more phones than the average person. So it's the hotness, man. The hardware on here is sweet. The phone looks good. And the fact that it has a feature that I love that Sony phones took away. Remember when Sony phones had the camera feature where you can live stream? They've taken that away. They took it away. So for some reason, Motorola put it back on this one, and it's great. You know what I'm saying? So living with this Moto G7 has been really fun. I did an unboxing, I believe it was yesterday, and I was gonna put up my camera review today, but I've been on the go all day. I had to wash all the cars and stuff, and I've been doing stuff for my other channel, and that's a channel that I'm gonna really start heavily getting involved with because I want to get that channel to 1,000 subs before the year is over. And that's just a personal goal I have. Nothing's going to happen at 1,000 subs or anything. I'm not giving away a car, and there's nothing like that. But I'm just saying, my car channel, if you don't know me by now, I like tech, but cars is what I do outside of church and stuff like that. Cars is where it's at, man. If you know me, I post my cars online now sometimes. So I just started a car channel. That is the channel I've really been doing. I've been doing a lot of work on my car channel. putting footage together. I've put out a video every day on my car channel, and I'm excited about that. You know what I'm saying? So that is what my main focus has been on. So that's why I hadn't put out any videos on this channel every day like I used to. Sometimes I put out 3 or 4 videos in one day on this channel, but I've been slowing down because I really want to get focused on my car channel, and I really want to push that channel. And right now it's at like 700 plus subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, $249 on Google Fi. Yeah, it's the cheapest I've seen it, and that's why I purchased it on there. So I want to shout out some of the people in the stream, man. Let me see. Just Wallace, I see you, man. What's going on? Jorge, all you guys. Let me see here. Night Tech, I saw you earlier. Art Dog, Gary Brown, I see you. So many regulars in here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but man, this the Moto G7 is absolutely great, man. I think it's a fantastic device. And what's going on, Terrence? I see you. Prince, I see you. Coles, let me see. What about Coles for cars for 30% off? I could get some sponsorships for my car channel. I see I see that person too, Art Dog. You know, hey, how you doing? I see him, you know. They love me. They hear. They love me, so they hear. So I let them just hang around for a little while. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me, man. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out some ways to get both of my channels rolling right along, and that's what I'm trying to work on. So, but the phone stuff is always going to be here. I'm always going to buy whatever phone comes out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stick with it, man, because this is fun. This is a lot of passion. So it is difficult to run 2 channels. Very tough. It's tough running 1 channel, but 2 channels, man, you know what I'm saying? It's getting harder. What's going on, man? I see some people, the chat. Jimmy, what's going on, man? Michael, I see you appreciate the support, man. Yeah, what's going on? I appreciate it. And yeah, man, it's just a matter of, you know, working hard and, you know, staying with it. So the Moto G7, anybody in here have any of the Moto G7s, the G7 Power, you know, any of those? Anybody have any of those? I know what's the name has one. Mobile Geezer? I know he has one. He bought the international version, and he paid some grip for that, man. He paid like $380 for it because he bought it from Amazon. But he got that red color. He also got the higher megapixel cameras. You know, he got some, you know, stuff that this one doesn't have. But I would rather pay my $250 pretty much for the same phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm really loving the setup on the Moto G7, man. It almost feels weird being live, man, after about 5 to 6 months. I don't know the last time I went live, man. It's easily been 4 or 5 months, probably. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Let's see some comments here. What do you think about the S9 Plus after 1 year? I sold my S9 Plus a long time ago, so I don't know. What's good? How's things going? Just got here. Yeah, Jimmy, man, I just fired it up, man. I wanted to test out the live stream feature. You know what I'm saying, on the Moto G7. That's why I named it Moto G7 live stream feature. I've been wanting to test it out, man. I really hadn't felt like it's weird, but I just haven't been in the mood to live stream. I just been in the mood to grind out videos when I get a chance. And that's pretty much where I've been, you know what I'm saying? So read some of you guys' comments down here. What do you think about, you know, I got a Moto G7 here. It was $225 US. Wow, that's pretty good. That's really good. The Moto devices work on all carriers, and that's like one of the biggest pluses for doing, you know, for buying a Moto device. You buy a Moto device, you can put it on Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro, Cricket. You can put it everywhere, man. Yeah, the G7 is really nice, and I feel like appreciate the super chat, man. Are you gonna buy the S10 Fold? I'm not. That phone is like $3 or $4 grand. I'm not buying no folding. I'll put out a video on that, man. I'm not interested in the folding phone. The only way I would buy something like that is if they gave me a huge 80% off. Now I was watching, and it's no diss on Pristine Tech, but I was watching Pristine Tech's video on the Moto G7, and he said that it has stereo speakers, but just to clear, I told him on his video, it doesn't have stereo speakers. It just has a bottom firing speaker. Now, I tested it. It just has a bottom, but the speaker is so loud that it's really, really good. It's impressive. The Moto G7 speakers is really, really impressive on that bottom firing speaker. It's really good. And I think that this is an easy purchase for somebody who's looking for a phone that's going to save them a ton of money and at the same time perform very well. I really like the cameras. I shot a lot of footage today. You won't see that footage yet because it's for the car channel. I haven't done any footage. I actually shot a video. The video of this device right here for my GoPro, I shot that with the Moto G7. I wanted to test that. That's the footage I did for this channel. So I bought me a 2500 extending battery for my GoPro Hero 7 Black, and I shot that video with the Moto G7. So that's a test. That I didn't say anything about that, but I'm definitely going to use the G7 for more things. It is absolutely fantastic when it comes to footage. I took it out today with both my Sony and my, the G7. Those are the two that I took out today. I'll be doing like a full review on the S10e. I just kind of the Samsung phones are nice, but I sold my Note 9 a while back, and the S10e is probably the phone that I'll recommend because I bought it. But I am gonna buy the bigger models. I'm just not in a hurry for some reason. I don't know what. I'm ready to see something different. I'm ready for something new, which is why I got this phone right here and got the Moto G7. It's no knock on the Galaxy devices. It's just that these devices are way more affordable and they run fantastic. Our dog, yeah, man, I talked about that earlier, I guess right before you got here. The 632 runs really fast and smooth. And so while some people might say you can't put those in the same category as flagships, the reality is, bang for buck, you're getting better deals on the phones that are quote unquote not flagships because the batteries last longer and you still have 1080p displays. You know what I'm saying? So like you consider the Galaxy S10e, my Pixel 3, my OnePlus 6T, the Sony Xperia, they all have 1080p displays, and the Moto G7 has one of the best of them all. Like, it's not the best, but it's a strong contender. And this phone right here, this Sony phone, man, I'm getting ready to give you like a mini review on this. I'm trying to work on it, but again, I'm giving so much time to my car channel. I'm working on a mini review for this, and I'm working on my 48 hours for this phone, the G7, which is what I'm using to stream on this stream right here, to live stream this. The Sony joint, man. If you were considering buying a Sony phone, I gave somebody this phone, and they thought it cost more than the price. They said like 400 and something, and they thought the Moto G7 cost like 480 or 500. I was like, nah. But this phone right here, after you use it for one day, this long design right here, extremely impressive. It's ridiculously impressive. It's really good. I can't put this down, or the G7. I can't put them down. And so, when I'm reviewing these phones and stuff, I'm kind of tired of the same rotation of the same OEMs. And so I'm just giving love to some other companies that I really do enjoy. I'm a Sony person. I got other Sony phones, and I'm definitely a Motorola person. You know what I'm saying? So I want to focus on things like that, man. I think you guys want to see something different. When I posted the video of this, somebody immediately said, great, finally, something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's fine. I'm with you. I understand. I'm going to read some of you guys' comments. This chat is going really fast. Okay, so yeah, it's Just Wallace. It's not coming out in December. No, it's coming out in May or June. That date that's online, I don't know what's up with that on Amazon. Let me see. Only thing bad about Samsung is a bloatware. Subjective. I bought the G7 on Project Fi for $249. That's a fantastic deal. Yeah, I tell you what, to be honest, what's going on? Gucci is here, man. What's up, Gucci? If somebody asked me, hey, should I buy the Sony Xperia 10, the Moto G7, or the Galaxy S10e, I would immediately take the Galaxy S10e and put it to the side and tell them don't buy that over either one of these. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I definitely would take the Sony or the G7 over the Galaxy S10e, simply because it's less. Both of these are less than half the cost of that phone, and they all do the same thing. The cameras is where the only thing better on the Galaxy S10e are the cameras. And that's still subjective. You know what I'm saying? That's subjective too. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm saying they're better, you might not think they're better. I've seen a lot of people say that, you know what I'm saying, the cameras on Samsung, you know, is not that great. You know what I'm saying? So I like the cameras on the Galaxy S10e better than both of these phones based on my test, but not by much. But if I had to pick one of these phones to stick with for a couple of years, it would be the Sony or the G7. Because if I break one of these phones, I'll just go buy another one and it'll definitely go down in price. You know what I'm saying? Read some more of y'all comments, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I know it's late, but I just was sitting here. I wanted to really test out this feature on the Moto G7. You know what I'm saying? So I put it up on a little tripod and we getting it in. I'm looking over here because if I try to look on this little screen, I've got it with my glasses on. Let's see. Oh, these guys are talking about 4K and stuff like that. I'm actually excited for the Xperia 1. I'm really excited about that. What's up, Sean? I see you. Yeah, you know, you don't. I don't think Samsung phones have a lot of bloatware, but Samsung phones are highly. They add the things that a customer don't have to try to. The customers don't have to try to add later. You know what I'm saying, like functionality and features and stuff. But reality is, I'm a stock Android person. You know what I'm saying? Like first, I would love to have a stock Android phone first. But the Galaxy S10 devices that that 10e is flowing right along, no problems with it. You know what I'm saying? But I still like a better price. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a reviewer and I buy all this stuff. But in the end, I'm still gonna recommend. I'm looking for a way to save you money. You know what I'm saying? And myself. I don't want to spend $700-800 on phones, but I got that. I gotta have the latest tech. I gotta at least try it. You know what I'm saying? Before I could start saying that I don't really want it or tell you not to buy. Not all phones, but for the most part, I try to buy every flagship that comes out, and a lot of these phones that are considered not flagships. But reality check, man, is if somebody asks me, hey, I want a Galaxy S10 or a Moto G7, I tell them to get the Moto G7. And if they ask me whether they would take the Sony Xperia 10 or the 10 Plus over the, you know, Galaxy S10e or any of the, I would say take the Sonys, man. You know, the price is less than half, and you're getting the fantastic hardware, you're getting fantastic cameras, you're getting better battery life. The battery life is better on both of these phones compared to the Galaxy S10e. Galaxy S10e, I'm only rocking with like 4 to 5 hours, and on both of these, on the Sony, I'm getting 6 to 7, and on the G7, I'm getting between 5 and 6. So it's better, and that just depends on what I'm doing. I'm still breaking in the G7 though. I'm looking at some of y'all comments, man. Check this out. Let's see. I don't know of any carriers that's going to be selling the G7. I bought it from Project Fi, obviously. If you just got here, thanks for stopping by for a minute. But I bought my G7, and I'm streaming with the G7. That's why you don't see me holding it. But you know, it has a function right in the camera to stream live from YouTube, and I think that's fat. But you know, the carriers, I don't think any carriers are going to sell the G7, not to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The M9, the Mi 9 SE, I'm considering it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saving my coins, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, I'm buying this stuff. So, but with your support, I'm able to buy these things. I'm gonna humble myself and say thank you for watching my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm always do that, keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm trying to save my coins for the Xperia 1 because I really like this phone right here. I really like this phone. I got my other Sony down there. It's crazy. I'm gonna put a video out on that, how much bigger the other one is. But some people say, oh, it's got a big top up there. I'm like, that's fine, man. You know, I personally like this design. I want to talk about one thing. I know this stream is about the G7, but I want to talk about something about this phone, the Sony, right? So I put out a video. I recorded some footage in 21:9, and some people are a little confused by that. Now, either YouTube isn't rendering it the way it's supposed to be rendered, or you need a 21:9 phone to actually see the footage. You know what I'm saying? So some people are saying, oh, it was recorded in 16:9. Those statements are so strange to me. Like, if I'm the OP and I'm telling you that I recorded this in 21:9, that should tell you YouTube probably isn't producing it right, or you need a phone that you can actually watch it on. Make sense? Yeah. So let me see if I can demo what I'm talking about for you right here on this stream. I'm gonna pull up the video I did in 21:9, and you'll see how it fills the screen, how different they look. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here's a 21:9 video that I recorded that's in that video. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I swipe this way, that's 21:9. Swipe this way, you can clearly see the difference. You see how the bars are there? You see that, right? You see how it's different? See the difference between a 21:9 video? See how it's filling the entire screen? And it just bugs me out how some people, man, they just don't understand. It's phenomenal, some of the things that people say. I just have to brush them off. That's a 21:9 recorded video, which is in that video for this phone. And then this is another 16:9. You got it. Some people, man, YouTube is funny like that. You know what I'm saying? So if YouTube is not producing the video footage the way it's supposed to, when I watch it on this phone, it's flawless. It's good. This is what it is. I wanted to point that out, you know what I'm saying? Because I think some people get so confused, you know what I'm saying? They take the other route first instead of trying to get some understanding. I'm gonna read some more of y'all comments over here on the big screen. 10-minute tech, man. Everybody say what's up to 10-minute tech. I see you, man. Yeah, hey, Jess Wallace, man, that purple joint, because, that's going to be pretty hot. That's going to be pretty hot. I mean, I'm willing to spend about $750, $800 on the Xperia 1. If it goes to 1,000, obviously I can pay 1,000, but I don't want to. But I'm really waiting on the Xperia 1. I didn't get the Xperia 10 Plus in this one because that's the same size as the Xperia 1, and I don't need two phones of the same. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus I was just intrigued about this one right here for some reason. Let's see what's going on with some more of y'all comments down here. I'm just not. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? Aaron Garza. I'm just not interested in the Nokia 7.1. Nokia kind of buried themselves with me back in the, I like Symbian OS, and once they stopped doing that, I just lost interest. Yeah, okay, well, hopefully the stream does look good. If you're watching it on a phone, it's probably really going to look good because it's a smaller screen. But I'm watching it on a big 27-inch display, like to read the comments and stuff, and it looks kind of grainy. You know what I'm saying? On the monitor, on the viewfinder, it looks fantastic, but if you're looking at it on a phone, it should look pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's good enough for your standards, but, anyway. G7 Power has a Snapdragon 632 with 5,000 mAh battery. Like, okay, battery, yeah. So, yeah, the G7 Power, I considered it. It's out right now, you know what I'm saying? So, I got a G7, you know what I'm saying? So, I was like, I might still pick it up. You know me, though. I'm still contemplating getting that white Galaxy Note 9 because that's a straight-up collector's item right there. That thing is down to $600, a little over $600. It's so tempting, man. It's so tempting. Yeah, the G7, man, is the G7 is definitely an impressive device. You will be hard pressed if you don't get this phone. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Our dog says I don't really need all the bells and whistles. Yeah. When you start to put too much on a phone, you're not even going to use all that stuff, son. It's not going to happen. And personally, man, I like to try to, like I said, I like to try to find it. Even though I'm a reviewer, I know y'all think I just can swipe my card and buy everything. But another passion I have is cars. See what I'm saying? So I have to limit myself on what I'm. Oh, side note, I posted this online. This was $44 at Best Buy. Look what it is. 256 gig thumb drive. Look at that read and look at that write. Look at that. 256, $44 at Best Buy. Y'all better jump on that, man. That's some serious backup right there. On the go backup. I didn't even crack the seal yet. I'll be out there shopping all kind of tech and stuff. $44 was on sale. As a matter of fact, let me check it in another browser over here. $44, that was on sale. Yeah, $44. That's a good deal, folks. To me, it is, because having storage is a fantastic. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. 256 gig SanDisk thumb drive. Where's it at? Where did it go? That thing was $44. That's a fantastic deal. It went back up, man. It went back up to $69. It was on sale for $44, so grabbed it. It's back up to $69 right now. That's still a pretty decent deal, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me read some of y'all comments, man. Yeah, the G7 is sweet, man. Oh, okay. So Ronaldo, man, I was talking about the G7 earlier. I'm streaming with the G7. I'm testing out the functionality, the live stream app, and the G7 has great cameras, man. I've been using the G7 since the other day, and I took it out today specifically because I went and washed all my cars, and I used the phone instead of my GoPro and the other cameras to, like, I didn't use the actual cameras, my Canons and stuff. I used the phone because that's what I do. I test it out. So, and the Moto G7 did fantastic. So if you want to see footage from the Moto G7, follow me at 392 Silver Bullet on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, because that is where I post photos with most of the phones and stuff. Yeah, you'll see a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think Sony is going to be the only one rocking with 4K displays, man. I think Sony is probably going to be the only company that does it for. When Samsung does produce a 4K display, it's going to be good, because their 2K displays are fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to whenever they decide to do it. But see, Samsung, they can't get their battery game in check. You know what I'm saying? Their battery game is good on the Note 9, but for me, that is. Every user is different for battery. But if Samsung could get their battery game in check, they have some wins on their hands, man. They will have a lot of wins on their hands. No, okay, you know what? That's a good question. I see a question from Joel's. I think I'm saying it right. And it says, does the Snapdragon 632 and the G7 have a similar performance to the Snapdragon 625? That's a tough one, because the 625 is a tried and true beast. It can do it all. You're going to get good battery life. Performance is great. Now, but I haven't had the 632 long enough, so I can't say that yet. But I can tell you that the 632 is better than the 630 in this phone, in my opinion. This phone doesn't feel sluggish at all. It's smooth. But when I put it next to the Moto G7 with that 632, it looks like it's like a turtle. It's crazy. But I'm still rocking my daily right here. It's crazy. I like them both, man. It's hard to decide, but the G7 is definitely, that Snapdragon 632, no flaws. But compared to the 630, the 630 seems a little slower. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough call. The G7 Plus, Rob, you got to get on Google, man. Get on GSM Arena and put them side by side. The cameras are different, and that's pretty much it. The cameras are different. Yeah. If AR Dog, if they do it like Sony and downscale when it's not actually being used, then it'll have good battery. Because my Sony phone with the 4K display, fantastic battery, because it's not using the 4K resolution at all times. It's just using it only when it needs to render some 4K, which is why it downscales to like 1080p or something. It processes down when it's not in need of that high power. So if they do it like that, to where it switches automatically like Sony, they got a winner. They got a serious contender there. Yeah. The G7, man, is the G7 Plus comes in different colors and stuff like that, but it just has different cameras. And I don't care about warranties and stuff like that, but the G7 Plus doesn't have a US warranty. It has a warranty. It's not a U.S. warranty, so you got to be a warranty through the company that you bought it from or wherever you buy it. But other than that, the G7 Plus costs more too. It costs about $100 more. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think of. I'm thinking about getting the G7. Nice to have an unlocked phone. Yeah, unlocked is the best way to go. Unlocked is the best way to go, man. I think every phone I have is unlocked. Almost nearly all of them. And if they're not unlocked, it was because I had to buy a carrier version for a specific reason, like a color or something like that. And then I paid for it full cost, and I got it unlocked. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What's going on, man? If you're just stopping by, man, I'm just talking about, I'm testing out the Moto G7 for a live stream. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. It's a feature that's built into the camera app, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I know the footage isn't the best. I'm not using my big camera to shoot in 1080p, 60 frames per second for this stream, but I'm testing out the G7, and I like this functionality. And maybe I'll start doing more. I haven't done a live stream in 4 to 5 months easily. I was sick from CES back in January, and I just never got back into it. I wasn't in the mood to live stream. But the G7 is got all the Moto gestures, you know what I'm saying? It's just getting better and better, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, I'm gonna read some of you guys' comments. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, folks. Yeah, price point should be an important factor for everybody. Congrats, Jesse Cruz. Congrats on the S10e. It's a beautiful device. Yeah. G4 Play, man. I gave one of my grandbabies my G4 Play. She uses it to watch. We loaded it up with a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? She watches videos and streams Netflix and stuff like that. Grant S. Man, I wish Grant would start doing videos again. Grant hasn't done a video in like almost a year. Has it been a year? Like 6 months, 8 months? Come on, Grant. You do the best camera videos, even better than mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping 100. Grant goes the extra mile with his camera footage, man. You don't know who Grant S is? Look in the live stream comments. He's in here. That dude puts in work with them camera reviews, man. So hopefully you'll be back at it, man. Because Grant has every phone in the world, just like us. You know, he does reviews, but I guess he's just taking a break. I guess you're taking a break, bro. But we'll be happy to have you back on board doing some more videos, man. Yeah, it is interesting, Grant, that they added, saying the live stream feature to the G7. I think they wanted to show off the cameras or something like that. But what's good, man? I see you guys coming in. I feel like the G7 especially at the price point I got it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's worth. You say you're working hard. Yeah. I hope you do too, man. Because I really miss your videos. That's real talk, man. I think when people say I think a phone should have been priced at this price, I can only really make that assumption if I have the phone. I'm talking about me, not the person who said that in the comments. I like to make that assumption after I purchased the phone, or I've had some kind of experience with the phone. But I think $300 for the G7 is actually a great price. But I just happen to get it for $250, so that's even better. What is it? I don't know who Spurs is talking about. A giveaway, yeah. Oh yeah, I give away phones all the time. If you've been following my channel, dude, I give away a lot of phones. But I don't like when people ask me to do giveaways. I just do it whenever I want to do it. Yeah, Google Fi. Yeah, man. I learned to start waiting. Because Google Fi $249 is a steal for this phone, man. It really is. It's a fantastic deal. The phone is not bad, and I can't really find anything bad about it. One thing I will say is the stabilization is a little off. You know what I'm saying? Like for 1080p, 60 frames per second. But stabilization is at 1080p at 30 frames per second, but I like to shoot at 60. And that's the only drawback, you know what I'm saying, so far. But none of these phones for stabilization can compete with my GoPro Hero 7 Black. That hyper smooth stabilization is ridiculous. I'm waiting on the Grant said he's waiting on the Xperia 10 Plus and Xperia 1. I just said it earlier, Grant, I don't know if you was here, but I got this version, the small version, the 10, because I don't want two of the same phone, like the same sizes. And that's what I feel like I would have. I feel like if I would have got the plus and then turned right around and bought the the Xperia 1, it's like having the same phone with a different screen. I don't know. The size that is. I'll check you out, guy. What's going on, man? What's my other channel name? It's 392 Silver Bullet. That's my car channel, man. I appreciate everybody who go over there and sub to that channel. Man, it would be nice if all of my people that on this channel sub to my other channel. that would be fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I really like. Somebody says Pixel 3 or Galaxy S10e. You don't need no help, man. Just go into the store, go into Verizon and play with both. Go into Verizon and play with both. Yeah. Because that's totally subjective. I personally would take the Pixel 3 in a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Yeah, it is, man. I really didn't get excited about the Xperia 1 until after I got the Xperia 10. Man, I'm telling you, man. My other channel is 392 with Silver Bullet for IG, all of that, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I'm logged in on here and watching the chat. Yeah, click on my name. They're right there. See that 392 Silver Bullet? That's me. Click on that right there. It'll say go to channel, hit sub. Sub to it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to watch every video. You know, the Xperia 1 is going to be fantastic, man. It's going to be good. I know it is. I'm ready for, because honestly, when I bought my other Sony with the 4K display, I kept it for a little while, and I was like, it's too boxy, it's too bulky. But then I loved it, so I sold it, then bought another one, to be honest. And then I kept it for a little while, and I was like, you know what? It's sitting too long. I got too many reviews, so I'm just going to sell it again. And then just so happened, especially when I heard about these, I was like, oh, yeah. I appreciate you guys subbing to my other channel, man. I appreciate that. Especially when I heard, about these Sony phones, man, I'm telling you. And somebody, another person, like it was just some random person on one of my videos. I appreciate you guys subbing to my channel, man. You have no idea. I started over as a new YouTuber with that channel, and it is tough, man. It's tough. People don't want to watch you. And I know it's tough because I got this. Sometimes I'll post the same video. I'll post it on this channel and post it on that channel. And within a matter of a day, this channel views on that same video that's tagged all the same will have 10 times the views as the other. So it's tough to start a new YouTube channel, man. It is. But yeah, man, the Sony, the Xperia 1, I think that's probably gonna be one of the hottest phones that hit. I think so. Because Samsung is good, you know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, man, I'm working on that full review. I don't know, man. I'm ready. I think I was ready for something different because I have so many Samsung phones, you know what I'm saying? So the Sony phone and the G7 really set it off for me. So when the Xperia 1 comes out, I've given Samsung and Apple, my iPhones are sitting right over there. I've given Samsung and Apple $1,000. Why can't I give Sony $1,000? And the display is probably going to be better. The cameras are most definitely probably going to be better. So why not? I mean, do I want to spend $1,000? Of course not. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would want to spend $1,000 on a phone? But when you're in this game right here, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support, man. I really appreciate you guys. I see some of the comments. This is going really, really fast. When you're spending that kind of money, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Here's a 100 break right here. So listen up if you want the truth. Sometimes when you spend $1,000 on a phone and you do a review on it, you're hoping every YouTuber, they don't have to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna admit it. If I spend $1,000, $1,500 on a phone and I do YouTube and I put in hard work pumping out videos and there's no financial return on that, it's a little depressing. if a person that does YouTube tells you that that's not the case, and I'm one of the most passionate people when it comes to phones and tech because I buy all the phones. I'm not buying them to get a return. Does that make sense? But I'm hoping that at least I get some return so those videos can help pay for the device. You understand what I'm saying? That's as real as it can get, folks. All these phones that I'm purchasing, I'm hoping to get some return back on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to sell it and take a loss. That's keeping it all the way 100 with you. Some YouTubers probably won't admit that, but that's why you want to do it. You want all the latest products, and you're passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna put out videos for it, and you're doing it because you love it, but you still want some return to help pay for the phones and pay for the products. If you're not sponsored, I ain't got that many sponsors, but I get sponsors from ZTE and sometimes, but that's as real as it gets. I don't know any other way to tell you the truth. That's just what it is. What's going on? Eric's finally dropped up in here. What's going on, man? I'm gonna try to get some of y'all's comments right quick, man. Jay, do you have? I might have to put my glasses on, man. Shoot, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that Sony brings it too, man. I'm hoping that Sony brings it too. Somebody was saying something about this live stream. Oh, get out of here, Scott. Go on, Scott. Don't get the boot. I'm gonna put Scott in timeout talking about my football. Don't watch out, bro. It said it was some kind of because that phone's your phone on pick up. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. After 6 months, the Sony phone is going to release again. Maybe it's PSC2. I told my viewers don't sleep on Sony. Yeah, Sony is the truth. Nokia, not really. I'm not really interested in Nokia 9, man. Again, that's you know what I'm saying. The Nokia 9, I don't think it's an attractive phone. It may be a good phone, like because I've been watching Grant post all of this footage on on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. I'm like, man, that's gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Sony is one of the best that does it, but all these companies are overshadowed by Samsung and Apple. Let's just keep it all the way 100. That's what even Moto, like look at this phone I'm using right now to shoot this live stream. This is the front camera of the Moto G7. I personally think the quality is very good for the price that they're asking. And more importantly, phones today don't even have the functionality to stream live like this. You have to go to the YouTube application. You understand what I'm saying? I'm streaming from the camera app, live right from the phone. I didn't even log into I didn't go to the YouTube app. I did it from the Sony camera app because it's there. You know what I'm saying? So there's too many other phones out there that are offering features that I'm paying $1,000, $1,200 for a phone, and they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm looking for some of your comments, man. I see you, Dallas. What's going on, Kenny? You got a decent following, bro. That's crazy. All right, Scott. Somebody saying something about. Let me see if I can find that. Have I ever spent $1,000 on a phone? Man, I just got done saying that. I've spent more than $1,000 on a phone. My iPhones are more than 1,000. My Samsung, one of them was more than 1,000. The Moto G7, yeah, I take you out. The Moto G7 can stream directly from the camera app. That's why I was testing this out. I was letting you. If you just came in, man, I haven't done a live stream. Eric, I was just telling him about this at the beginning. Me, you, and technically T, we started a flow, man, but I got sick after CES, and I just hadn't been in the mood. But we got to kick that back off again, man, because that was a lot of fun. Different opinions, everything. I really like that platform we created together. So we got to kick that off again. I just hadn't been in the mood to do a live stream, man. It was just weird. I've been watching yours, though. You stream every week, man. I just have been focusing on other stuff. I was like, we got to kick that back off, though, man, because T reached out to me, and you reached out to me, too, but I was sick, man. And after that, after I healed up and got better, I got sick again. And then after that, I was just bummed out. I was like, I don't want to do no more live streams. I just want to shoot videos from behind the camera and grind. So that's what I've been doing. But we got to kick that back off, man. We have to. It was a lot of fun. But I tell you what, man, Sony, somebody asked, where do I sell my phones? I sell my phones sometimes on Swappa and I sell them on Craigslist. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the OnePlus 7T or 7 or whatever it is. I'm definitely getting that. I'm excited about that. My 6T is back there, rocking with it strong. Yeah, I'm definitely a OnePlus fan now. Remember I used to diss on OnePlus, man? Not so much OnePlus. I just used to, I don't like their business practices. Remember when they had all those, like right now, they have a bag that I want. It's $100, right? I want the bag, but you can only buy it through an invite. That's dumb to me. That's just stupid to me, but that's the kind of petty stuff that I don't like, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And that's their business practices, what I'm still not a fan of, but I can't front on their phones. Every phone they've brought out, I liked it. It's not perfect, you know what I'm saying? It needs to work on those cameras and everything, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Every phone is, not going to be flawless, but it's still you have to find your way of what you want to determine whether it's worth it. When people ask me, is something worth it? I definitely will give a definitive answer if it's under $500. But when you start to go over $500, that's a tough one to ask me because, I'm asking you or I'm confirming for you that you spending your hard-earned money on something like that is worth it. And you might get it and be like, yo, Jay lied to me. And I've had people do that before. I'm like, well, ultimately, it was your responsibility to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? So, nonetheless, yeah, it was good. I'm checking out your comments on the big screen over here. The Moto Z lineup, shout out to, yeah, man, I'm not going to say your name, but I respect your comment. Yeah, the Moto Z lineup is always fire. Motorola, period. Again, Motorola and all these other companies, they get overlooked. They get overlooked because of Samsung and Apple. That's just the playing field that we're in. Yeah, it's the playing field we're in. They are buying the market with man, they have so much marketing and they're spending billions of dollars to get commercials out there. Other companies are not going to do that. They rely on, like, look at that company, New Mobile. Well, my new mobile is down here. The company New Mobile. They gave away so many of these phones to YouTubers. It is unreal. I'm surprised they're selling any of these phones. They have given away so many of these phones, man. It's unreal. This is a beautiful phone. Now, okay, check it. Here's a good example. And I have a lot of phones down in my chest down there, but listen. This is a phone that's a direct competitor for the Moto G7. And right off the rip, the G7 is going to take it. Straight up. As beautiful as this phone is, when it comes down dollar for dollar, spec for spec, the G7 takes it, man. Hands down. And I got my ZTE phones down there. That might be a tough competitor because all these phones, right, the Sony's, you know what I'm saying? All these phones are competing in that $300, $350 price range. It's getting tough. The fact is, phones under $400, man, they are getting good. They're getting good because tell me this phone is not beautiful. Beautiful display. But New Mobile, shoot, man, they ship these things off to everyone, man. They ship these things off to so many people, it's unreal. Every YouTuber on YouTube that doesn't have like 1 million subs reviewed this phone. Straight up and down. They sent, and I'm not knocking on them, I'm just saying, they made sure they got some sales off of this thing, man. They shipped this phone to everyone for review. And the fact of the matter is, it's a good phone. But I can't take it over the G7. That's for sure. Using it and everything, it don't have that power and punch. Nah, it don't have it, son. Not like the G7. Not like the Sony. It's not ready yet. Nah, it's not ready yet. It's good. And it looks good. But it ain't that good. Yeah, it's a hot phone right here, man. This is a hot phone. For real. It really is. And I think the $400 price range is killing the flagships. Like there's more phones selling for under $400 than probably the flagships. Now the flagship companies, they'll tell you, oh no, we're selling way more phones than those cheap phones. But I don't know about that one, man. 400 or less, it's some bangers out there. Let's see me our comments over here. The Razr 2 is 500. Yeah, it was 500. I don't know if it's still 500. But that was a pretty good deal, I guess. It was packing some functionality and some features. Lenovo owns Motorola now. Yep, they do. They do. The Sony Xperia XZ2 Premium, fantastic. Just, it's fantastic, man. Sony, period. Sony and Motorola. I mean, I hate that these companies are getting overlooked like this. It's pretty pathetic that the phones get overlooked. Like OnePlus, I actually think the OnePlus 6T, I could tell a person to get the OnePlus 6T over nearly every flagship that's out right now. I could. If they asked me, if they wanted to spend more than $550 for a phone, I'd tell them you need to start with the OnePlus. If you want a flagship, start with the OnePlus 6T. You can't go wrong. The G4 is pretty much the same thing with a bigger battery, man. I already used the G4, and it's got that newer design, but it's still pretty much the same phone with a bigger battery. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, the G4 is nice. I played with it when I was at CES. It's a nice phone, but it's still just this phone right here with a different shell. What do you think about the upcoming Huawei Mate P? I never rocked with the P series. I think from Huawei, the best phone that they've offered is the Mate 20X. That's just the top of the line for me. I sold my Mate 20X because I was like, man, I can sell this now and circle back around to it once that price drops a little bit lower. And I got a good deal on it. I didn't sell it because I thought it was expensive. I sold it because I got mine at an even lower cost. I think I paid $700 for mine or something like that. So I got it at a great price. However, there's a ton of phones that I wanted to review. I was like, man, I'm gonna sell this phone, just circle back around to it. I do that sometimes. Some phones I just don't sell. Like the iPhones I don't sell, the Pixels, the OnePlus, I have no intention. Sony's, don't sell those. Motorola's, don't sell them. Once I buy them, they're here until I give it to a family member or something like that. Yeah, that's how those work. Because if I can sell the iPhone and make all my money back. That's why I don't sell the iPhone, so I just hold on to them. I still got look at this. I still got my SE, and it works. I bought this phone right here is the one that I bought 3 years ago or something like that. I forgot when I first bought that. Yeah, same phone. Works like a champ. It's on the latest operating system. That's why I don't really got to sell a lot of iPhones, man. I'm looking for some young Sony Xperia XC10 should kill me. My next buy will be the Yumi Digi. Man, look, check this out. So I'm working on a review right now. This is the Yumi Digi 1 Max. The one flaw that I found about this phone is the cameras. Other than that, this phone is like 160 or something like that. Fantastic deal, folks. Fantastic deal. It's a fast, fluid phone. It's fantastic. Good premium hardware. It's a good phone. But them cameras, though, the front camera is better than the rear camera. Yeah. Let me see. It says, Jay, would you do a live stream on your other channel so we can talk car? Oh, yeah, man. That channel is still brand new, and I don't even think I can stream on it yet. That's why I need to get my subs up. I'll get my sub count up. And you kind of, the new YouTubers, man, you got to unlock features, unfortunately. You don't just get, right now I'm at 746 people, or 43. I lost some people, I guess. I'm at 743 people on my channel. On my car channel, and I post over there. I've been posting like every day. You know what I'm saying? So I love that channel. I've been getting my car stuff up, for the summer. You know what I mean? So, but I think you have to unlock features with YouTube now, because what I realize is that a lot of the stuff, I don't even have a community tab on my channel, on my new channel, man. It's crazy. So if you want to sub to that channel, it's $3.92 Silver Bullet. But you know, I'm willing to wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep grinding. It's so weird because I look at that channel, I get like 300 views on a video, 200 views, 45 views, 78 views. I'm not really used to that, you know what I'm saying, for all of my videos, but it's a brand new channel. Now, some of the videos that I posted recently got over 2,000 views, 1,100, you know, but most of the views on that channel are low, you know, because I have a low subscriber count, and I can tag it right all day, but it's just not a lot of people on the channel watching, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the people that do sub. You know, I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna try to keep it going, man. It is 1:20, so my test is up. You know what I'm saying? So forgive me for not streaming like I used to in the previous years. But me and Eric and technically T, we're gonna get this thing back going, man. We had a nice flow going, so we're gonna get on that. We're gonna get on that stream for y'all again, man. Get that tech talk on again, and get that stuff going. I'm gonna try to live stream from my car channel more. Once I have the ability to live stream from the car channel, we'll go out. You know what I'm saying? I'll live stream from events because I go to a lot of car shows and stuff, man. I was out earlier today. I could have live streamed, but we'll see how that works out, man. So, yeah, I'm just about to go ahead and get it in, man. I got my new headphones, man. These are the best. These are $79, but they are. Now, here's the thing. My opinion, totally worth it. I just put this video out for the One Mores. Man, if you haven't seen that video out for the One Mores, check that joint out, man. I got these. This is a presentation, bro. Look at this box. Look at this. Leather case, every size earbud tip. Come on, son. That's fire. These are boss right here, man. Check that video out if you haven't already done so, man. Straight up, those things are amazing. Straight up, I kid you not. I don't be lying to people. I just give my personal experience on it, man. But yeah, I definitely, I'm telling you, them things are hot, man. Check that video out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out of here, man. It's 8:20 in the morning, and man, where this guy's at? Is the ZT V9 a good buy for 165? I never had it before, man, so I really can't tell you if it's really good. So you might have to just buy it and try it. That's what I do. Yep, you crazy, Jimmy. So I'm about to get out of here, man. I think the you know, when I looked at it on a big 27-inch 5K monitor, it looked a little grainy. It looks grainy, like I'm looking at it right now. It's clear, but it just doesn't look as sharp as, you know, it would on a smaller display. But I tell you what, I can see my red eyes, man. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I don't have to get up too early tomorrow, so yeah. But the new hotness, man, on the real. Spoiler alert. You want a hot phone? Buy the Sony Xperia 10, 10 Plus, or the G7. I think you'll be much happier than you could possibly anticipate. I'm telling you. You heard it first. You heard it right here, man. Buy that Sony, one of those, or buy the G7. You're going to be night for everything else. Trust me. It's your man, Jay. How do I stop this thing? I think you do it up here. Oh, man, somebody just realized something. I could lock the focus on here, too. Man, this Motorola phone is tight. I might mess around and start streaming with the Motorola device, man. You can lock the focus and everything. All right, man.